Mira, aquí está bien. Right here is good. Touch gloves. God bless.
What should we be looking for early on between these two, Shane?
Well, I mean,
Carla.
it seems like he has a lot of punching power. 25-0, the man to knock out Perez, and Mamajanoff is definitely a pressure fighter.
Are you ready?
I mean, I think they need to see what's going to happen in the first round. Test each other's chin, each other's will, and see what happens. You have a southpaw against a righty.
Mamajanoff, the southpaw, extremely active as an emerging prospect already. His 5th fight this year. Fought 7 times in the last 7 months of 2011. Moved to the USA 23 months ago. Thrown off balance that time as he came forward.
It seems like Mamajanoff has a lot of respect for Perez's power.
When they weighed in yesterday, there was only
Take
a
a step
pound
back,
and a
all the way.
half separating them, and they're listed as only being an inch apart. But Perez here, as he stepped into the ring, and guys rehydrate and put weight on 24 hours, but he looks so much bigger than Mamajanoff.
He does. He looks a lot bigger and a lot longer, like he has a long reach.
See if he takes advantage with that jab. Cautious first round so far as these unbeatens meet up here.
Perez is nice and relaxed. Like he wants to really get that straight right hand off. He's not really working the jab as much, but looks like he's ready to launch that straight right hand.
Left hand to the body from the southpaw, Mamajanoff. Tries to touch him to the body again. For Perez, this is his 7th fight in the U.S. His other 18 fights were in his native Colombia. He was originally preparing to fight an orthodox stance fighter. Then got word that it would be the southpaw Mamajanoff.
Perez definitely looks like a solid fighter. World class, definitely. Both guys, for that matter.
You're stopping the bell, gentlemen.
Cautious first round between Mamajanoff and the 25-0 Perez. Joe Tessitore ringside with Sugar Shane Mosley. The future Hall of Famer is in for Teddy Atlas. Teddy will be back next week as the Olympic Games conclude this weekend in London. Been fun to have you with us, Sugar Shane, the past 2 weeks. Saw a good one in our opener as Chris Avalos defeated Yenifel Vicente, handing Vicente the first loss of his career. Neither man here has ever lost. Mamajanoff, the southpaw, thrown off balance that time.
No, I think he hit him on the chin with that one.
11-0, Perez 25-0. Nondescript first rounds. Facebook viewers voting. And they give it to Perez, 64%.
Looks like they're ready to start mixing it up, but Perez does look real good.
Looks sturdy, doesn't he?
Very sturdy. Looks like he knows what he wants to do. I think if he gave a little bit more angles with Mamajanoff, then he'd probably get some things done that he wants. But he's kind of staying in front of him, waiting for that big punch, that big power punch. Mamajonov jumps in and throws a counter, a 1-2 and gets out. He moves very well. It's a good body shot. He's trying to break him down.
And trying to touch him with that left hand to the body.
And pretty soon, he's probably going to start seeing that left hand come over the top.
Tried to counter with that left hook. There's the jab now, the taller, bigger. Perez got caught. And here comes the Uzbeki as Perez is trying to hang on.
I told you he's a little buzzsaw.
Baha Mamajonov now on the attack as Perez is wrapping up.
Listen to me.
20 seconds to go in the round. We're going to take a quick break and then come back and show you the replay as to how Mamajonov hurt the unbeaten Darley Perez. Stay with us.
Here Perez kind of leans in with the overhand right or straight right and gets caught with a big overhand left.
Earlier tonight, we talked about the risk that Darley Perez was taking. 25-0. Unbeaten Colombian, ranked among all the top 10s of the alphabet soup organizations at 135 pounds. WBA and IBF both have him number 5 for whatever that's worth. And taking on an 11-0 fighter based out of Houston who was a pretty good amateur, won gold medals in international tournaments, and has been extremely active as an emerging prospect, and that is Baha Mamajonov, who clipped him there in the second round.
It was all done because he's moving to his left, and he's constantly taking steps and moving where Perez is kind of in front of him. And when he lobbed the straight right hand, he's waiting for him to throw that right hand so he can come over the top of the left hand. Notice he throwing the left hand to the body like that. Next time when Perez throws the right hand, he's going to try to clip him again with the overhand left as he's moving to the left.
Let's look for it. Let's see. Wait on that right hand by Perez and see if the opportunity presents itself again for Mamajonov. There he comes with a lead left hand and was able to score. But let's watch when Perez throws that right.
Yeah, he's trying to lure him to sleep. He's trying to touch him to the body with the straight left hand or the wide left hand. And then when he drops his right hand or throws the right hand, then he comes over the top with the left hand. There he is again.
Yep. That time he was just looking to watch the right hand of Perez.
Perez is kind of getting memorized by the movement of Mamajonov. Perez needs to get out of that cycle of trying to throw that straight right hand that he hits everybody with. And great left hook. Throw the jab and left hook like he did.
Throwing that left hook over that right jab of the southpaw. Not what Ray Corona, the referee, is looking for on the break.
Don't take revenge. Let's go.
Heard him say, don't take revenge to Baha Mamajonov. I don't know how that translates to Uzbek, but so far, so good. End of 3. Next week on Friday Night Fights, it's going to be a good main event. Adonis Stevenson, 18-win veteran. Don George from Chicago, 22-win veteran. It's an IBF eliminator. That is August 17th, 10 o'clock start time. Adonis Stevenson, who we've seen time and time again up in Montreal, against Don George. Now, of course, Carl Froch defeated Lucian Butte at 168 pounds. And there is a rematch clause. They're going to take a fight before the rematch, each man. So the winner of Stevenson, Don George, next week on Friday Night Fights has a chance to fight for the 168-pound title. It would probably be a little deeper into 2013 once everything shakes free between Froch and Lucian Bute the second go-round. But that's an important fight next week for those two super middleweight veterans. Round 4 here between the unbeatens. You at home get to score the fight. Facebook application, Friday Night Fight page, 2 rounds to 1 for Mammadjanov. A nondescript first round, a clear-cut second round when Darby Perez was hurt.
Perez is working his jab a little bit more to get closer to him so he can land that big straight right hand he's trying to land. If Perez give him a little bounce, give him a little head movement, give him a little feint here and there, maybe it might be a little bit more difficult for
Take a step back,
Mammadjanov.
Is that left hand to the body again?
He's going to continue to throw it left. He's going to try to make him forget about the overhand left. So right back to it and try to throw it.
Perez is having a tough time getting that outside foot position against the southpaw.
He definitely is, because Mammadjanov is moving to his right.
Yeah, he keeps circling to his right really well. We'll show you the angle where you can see the feet.
He's actually circling both ways very well. And it's giving Perez a lot of problems. That's why Perez is giving a couple of feints or something to throw it off a little bit.
Coming to the end of 4.
This is something that you're probably going to see a lot from Mammadjanov, trying to come over the top of the overhand left. Perez is going to have to duck under it or either counter first with his left hook.
That is the analysis of one Sugar Shane Mosley in for Teddy Atlas this week. Joe Tessitore with the former 3-division champion here in Morongo Resort and Casino, Cabazon, California. Glad you're with us. Let's look at the CompuBox numbers, the power punches through 4 rounds. You see they have thrown a similar amount, but Mammadjanov landing at a higher percentage.
No. Take a step back, los dos.
There again, Perez is coming at him the same way. So Mammadjanov is able to move around, throw his punches, and get out and angle. Doing a great job with angling. Now Perez is moving a little bit more.
I think he struggled in the early goings with the movement of Mammadjanov.
Accidental headbutt.
Heard Ray Corona yell out, accidental headbutt, to the commission sitting ringside.
Mammadjanov's feet are so fast. He moves very quick and subtly. I think it's making it so hard for Perez to land a shot. I think that's really giving him a lot of problems.
I agree. I think the movement's been key for him throughout the night. That time, Perez was able to find him. Just touch him, and sometimes that's good enough.
Yeah, just get a little closer, a little closer. I mean, with a knockout record like his, 25 wins, 19 knockouts, you know he likes to finish the fight.
He's only been a pro for 3 years, Perez. Stuck around the amateurs, had all his success leading up to the 08 Olympics.
Stop the bell, gentlemen. Campana.
Coming to the end of 5, scheduled for 10. Friday night fights from the Morongo Resort Casino. That is the main grand entrance to this magnificent facility just short of Palm Springs. If you're driving east from Metro LA and the Inland Empire towards Palm Springs, you can't miss it. Not far away from Pomona, hometown of Sugar Shane Mosley. Got a home game here for you, Shane.
Yeah, right down the street. A lot of great fighters out here in California.
Into round 6. Remember we told you with Mamedjanov, he's only been into the 8th round once in his pro career. Had a 6-round decision and an 8-round split decision.
Kind of slapped him with it. He didn't get a chance to get all knuckles. If he did, he probably would have rocked him.
See if he can track him down here in the corner. I think he threw him off balance too at the top of the head.
Yeah.
And now Mamedjanov not looking quite as capable as he was moments ago. We'll see if he can gather himself a bit. Straight right hand from Perez as Mamedjanov falls in and wraps up.
Wisely.
Lead left hand that time by the Uzbeki.
Perez is trying to close in and trying to catch him with a big counter. Trying to stay close to him now.
Left hand to the body by Mamedjanov as he gets out of that corner. Perez would serve himself well to jab his way in.
Yeah, just get a little closer. All you have to do is get a good
Oh, there's a right hand. He timed that right hand and then he tried to lift him with the left. By far his best round.
Yes.
The unbeaten Darley Perez trying to take control here at the end of 6. Good stuff from the Colombian. We'll take a short break and come right back.
Notice how Mamedjanov throws straight left and gets caught with a great counter right hand. Same thing, throws a straight left hand, gets caught with a great counter right hand and a little uppercut. If we got caught maybe a little more cleaner, it could have been maybe a good night.
Round number 7 now, scheduled for 10. Let's look at the CompuBox numbers from that 6th round. The total punches, 73 thrown by Perez. Both men unbeaten. Perez 25-0. Mamedjanov 11-0.
Perez is getting closer now.
Let's update the live scoring according to you, the fans, on Facebook. Last round, obviously, for Perez. 4 rounds to 2, Mamajanov. That first round was quite nondescript. The second and the sixth were well defined for each man.
Mamajanov is going to have to stand his ground a little bit because he's kind of moving a little too much where he can't get any power on the other shots. And then keep his hands high after he throws his big combinations. Because Perez is getting close, he's leaning in, putting his head in his chest, and looking for that big right hand. Good body shot by Perez.
Yeah, he was touching him up top and then came downstairs underneath that elbow.
I like the way Perez is kind of towering over him and kind of taking the distance from him and throwing those nice, sharp shots, right hands, left hooks.
Perez looking to take control of the tone of this fight here in these middle rounds.
I think Perez is taking control of it.
No doubt.
You still have to be careful, though, because he's still trying to get with the overhand left. I think Mamajanov is going to come up with a new trick because Perez is caught on to the overhand left and a little left to the body. He has to find something else to do.
He had success early on with it. Hurt Perez in the second round. Good work that time, 3-punch combination, including the left hand to the body. Perez in control. Joe Tessitore and Sugar Shane Mosley here at Morongo. And there's the other Shane Mosley, Shane Mosley Jr., your son, who you proudly train with Dad. Jack's involved, right?
Yeah, with my father. My father trains him, and I train him, and both together, hopefully we can get another world champion.
Give me a quick scouting report on Shane Jr.
Well, he likes to fight. He has a pretty good chin, and I think he has a little bit of power, too. I think the world's going to like him when he comes out and turns pro.
What's he weighing?
He fights right now at 165 pounds middleweight, and is looking to go to the 2016 Olympics, I believe, in Brazil.
Wonderful. Wish him all the luck in the world. Difficult for you to watch the next generation for you, and now you've retired as obviously the elite of the sport, for you to step into that role and watch your son grow into it?
No, not at all. It's kind of like, you know, I can relive my boxing career through him, you know, making him do all the right things, and hopefully he is as good as I know he can be.
8th round here of our main event. Baha Mamajanov from Uzbekistan, 11-0, now living and training out of Houston. Darley Perez, 25-0 with 19 knockouts, the Colombian fighter. You hear the corner of Baha saying, "Let your hands go, let your hands go." That's Ken Richardson and the former Olympian Frank Tate. They feel like his pace has slowed here in these later rounds.
Yeah, he kind of gave Perez a little bit of...
Oh, he got caught by a beautiful right uppercut. What a shot by Perez.
6, 7. Hey, hands up, hands up.
A minute to go in round 8. Can Perez close it out? Ken Richardson, trainer of Baha Mamajanov, of great concern right now is Richardson.
I think Perez found a home for the uppercuts. He's catching him with the right end of uppercuts.
Teddy.
Come on, more than one. More than one. Come on.
15 seconds to survive this.
You can't be talking fast.
We're going to take a short break and come back and look at that uppercut.
He made room with that little left uppercut. Him with a great right hand, right uppercut that he didn't see.
Darly Perez with a piercing blow to Baha Mamajanov. Mamajanov came in 11-0. Perez 25-0, ranked number 5 at lightweight according to the BA and the IBF. 6 minutes to go.
Good little right hook. And Mamajanov.
Get off his head. Get off his head. Come on, work.
Both men landing. See Mamajanov taking the early work, but obviously Perez coming on here. Now keep in mind, that says 4 rounds to 4 rounds, but obviously the last round would be a 10-8 round for Perez with the knockdown scored. Not all rounds are weighted equally.
Now Perez is getting that counter right hand now. First it was Mamajanov getting the counter left. Now Perez is getting that counter right.
From Perez.
This is a very close fight. I think Perez is starting to lead.
Yeah, I think he started to take control in the 6th when he had hurt Baha, and then obviously that uppercut in the 8th. But the early goings, obviously, Mamajanov was looking very good here tonight. So we will listen into both corners, get a sense for the energy and urgency as they head into the 10th and final round.
Last is it. Keep your hands up when you come in, okay? You fought a good fight. Now, come on. Stay busy. You got to stay busy. Shoot the left uppercut. Step out with it. You only throwing one right hand left hook. Throw the left uppercut, okay? You got to finish strong. You got to finish strong. Back him up this fight. This round, let's go. I got you. Deep breath. Give me a couple more deep breaths. This is it. This is it. This is it. Right. This is what you're here for. This is what you're here for, baby. This is why you came here. Let's go.
This is it. It's what you're here for. It's why you came here. And when they say that, they're talking about the decision made 23 months ago by Baha Mamajanov when he left Uzbekistan and came to Houston to work with that corner. Ken Richardson, Frank Tate. And now he needs to find success here in this 10th and final round if he wants to pull off the upset against Darley Perez.
He's going to need to hurt Perez.
Thrown off balance, that's a slip.
Let's go.
Two lightweight prospects, unbeaten, deciding to meet here on Friday Night Fights. Perez up 5 rounds to 4, according to you, the viewers, on Facebook. But keep in mind, a knockdown was scored in the 8th round by Perez, so that margin could be even wider.
Looks like Perez is protecting his lead. Oh, good jab, though. Jab hook.
Perez puts the combination together.
Another combination by Perez.
Be interesting to see how the judges see this one. Remember, Mammadjanov banked away rounds. Did have some moments here, even though he was hurt in the 6th and in the 8th when he went down. Could the knockdown be the difference in the fight?
I think it will be. If it continues this way, that Perez might get the decision.
You're gonna step in the bell. La campana. Tiempo. Bueno pelea, guys.
Well, it'll go to the judges to see who stays unbeaten. As we take a look at the punch of the night, brought to you by Just for Men Auto Stop. How about that right uppercut by Perez, Shane?
Yeah, that was a good-looking right uppercut.
How is it that he set that up?
Well, he kind of lobbed his left hook and got him interested in the left hook, and came right up the middle with the right uppercut.
We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we will hear from the judges. One man 11-0, one man 25-0 for now. ESPN Friday Night Fights is presented by Corona Extra, proud sponsor of Friday Night Fights, and as always encourages you to relax responsibly. And in part by the new Just for Men Auto Stop, knocks out the gray better than ever. Joe Tessitore and Sugar Shane Mosley from the beautiful Morongo Resort Casino. Real good main event, close one. Baha Mammadjanov hurt Darley Perez early on, Shane, but then Perez would come back in the 6th and then the 8th, and how about that right uppercut there?
That was a great looking right uppercut. Perez proved to be, I guess, the more experienced fighter in this fight.
Start to wonder if that knockdown could be the difference in the fight. Now, you, the viewer, the fan, voting on Facebook at home, says 5 rounds to 5 rounds, but of course that would mean that a 10-8 round edges towards Perez. Both men unbeaten. 36 wins, not a loss among them, or is there one right now? We send it up to the ring to Mark Lichtenfeld.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the Morongo Casino Resort Spa in Cabazon, California, after 10 rounds of boxing, we go to the scorecards. Judge Daniel Sandoval scores about 96-93. Perez. Carla Kaiz scores it 95-94. Mamajonov. And Max DeLuca scores about 95-94 for your winner by split decision, Darlie Perez.
Split decision victory for Darlie Perez.